Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Globe Series Chair Chris Henderson, our plenary MC.
Guests, colleagues, friends, Globe 2016 is dedicated to the principle and the practice of Indigenous inclusion throughout the event. We acknowledge the ancestral, traditional, and unceded Aboriginal territories of the Coast Salish people, and in particular, the Squamish, Musqueam, and Tsleil-Waututh First Nations, upon whose traditional territory we stand today. It is with great pleasure I welcome Amanda Nanahee, whose Nisga name is a shaman Tsuts, to share a traditional song and prayer.
What you gonna sing? To know y'all wit winaswit, kayachtin, tis Squamish, oath, Tsleil-Waututh, oath, Chamaskum, oath, Ochamelch, ye one heart and squallowin teat, kayachtin ti come alight, ye one heart is cookwein so swit. Wa o chit chin swite, wa o chit and chot mot. Yea, one heart is cookwein so swit. To you all respected people, welcome to the traditional territories of the Tsleil-Waututh, the Squamish, and the Chamaskum. Welcome to this area that is known as Come Alight. It is with great honor to be here today on behalf of the Coast Salish people, to welcome you all to our territory. What I also say is this area is known as Come Alight. It's a place of maple trees. In our traditional way, we welcome the people to our villages. Usually people would come here by canoe, and when they would come ashore, they would sing a song announcing themselves, and we would reciprocate by singing a song of welcome. I'm going to sing a prayer song to start this off in a good way, as our ancestors would say, to clean the floor, so that everything that happens after this will go in a really good way. So this is a prayer song. It's one of our oldest songs that we have. The song comes from Sasolia. It's known as Tum Tum Slolum, the snowbird song. If we could ask you to please stand. Let us take this time to reflect, think of the people who are most vulnerable during this climate change. Let us think about the people who are poor and who don't have the resources. Let's pray that they have those resources. Let us think about the murdered and missing women and the murdered and missing men. Pray for their safety, pray for their security. Pray that the people around them are taking care of them. Let us open our minds and think, what are those beautiful possibilities for this globe, for our peoples all around the world?
Oh
way to go, Sam. You can sit down now. Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage the hosts of Globe 2016, Chief Operating Officer Nancy Wright and Chief Executive Officer Mike Gerbis.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you. We're absolutely thrilled to be here this morning in front of a jam-packed program and obviously a jam-packed room. I would like to acknowledge our distinguished guests, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau and provincial premiers who are with us, including BC's own Christy Clark, national and community Indigenous leaders, members of the federal and provincial cabinet, Mayor Gregor Robertson, and other local government leaders. Thanks for being here. Our team has been working collaboratively for the past year, reaching out and connecting with a diverse array of sustainability partners and corporations to present to you an unparalleled Globe 2016 experience as the leadership summit for sustainable business. We've worked to not only bring in more leaders and many fresh faces, but also provide more opportunities for you to connect, educate, engage, and most importantly, empower one another. Globe is more than a gathering of change agents. It's an event that catalyzes change. It gives me enormous pride to know that the people in this room and the companies they lead walk the talk of environmental sustainability. This is my 14th event in the Globe series, and it's certainly shaping up to be the best yet. So Globe is a platform to support the achievement of tangible results and outcomes, clean tech investment, enhanced corporate sustainability strategies, climate action, Indigenous inclusion, trade in environmental goods and services, and more. GlobeMax, our business networking app, is a notable mechanism to foster commercial connections for sustainability. If you haven't downloaded GlobeMax yet, please do so right after this opening plenary. You won't be sorry. Finally, how do you like our backdrops? They're new to Globe. Thank you. So these are digital images of paintings, acrylic paintings by a local artist. Her name is Nora Borden, and they're part of her Planet Earth series. These three particular ones that we've kind of blended here upstage are part of her water collection. They're absolutely stunning, as you can see, and this piece and others are available actually upstairs in a display on the conference level for the week, so you'll be able to have a good look at a great deal of paintings in her collection. I wish you a terrific week. Make the most of it. And at this point, I would like to introduce our CEO, Mike Gerbis. Thank you.
Thanks, Nance, and good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Got to get you active right away. So I tell you, I'm shaking up here, but I'm not sure if it's because of all the excitement or the caffeine drip that Nancy gave me yesterday. So on a more serious note, I want to turn the tables on you for a moment. If you take a look at the two big screens on either side of you, imagine them as a pair of giant mirrors. And right now, they are showing you the heart and soul of Globe. The reason we are doing this is very simple. Globe is not about us. It's about you. It's about you. Chris, Nancy, and I are up here to welcome, but really, we want to recognize you, our guests, as the real passion and spirit of what makes this leadership summit what it is today. People with vision, people with energy, with enthusiasm, with fortitude to get stuff done and to really move us along a path to a more sustainable future. That's what this is about, and it's about you. If you came here to learn and experience the cutting edge of social, environmental, and even economic change, you're looking at it right now in these two slides. So what I want you to do is I want you to turn to your neighbor and just give them a nod and a smile, and then I want to give yourself a hand for everything you do, because Globe 2016 So Globe 2016 is all about collaboration. Collaborating drinking, collaborating having. Okay. So listen, there's a lot more of you out there than you saw in those videos. We actually have over 2,000 this year of leaders from more than 50 countries. So Globe is global. And it is with great pleasure that we convey a warm Canadian welcome to our foreign guests from these 50-plus countries worldwide, including many of you who are from nations bordering the magnificent Pacific Ocean, which is going to be a centerpiece that Chris will talk about in Globe this year. The international participation highlights Globe as an inclusive event. It's inclusive for Aboriginal, for Indigenous, for men, for women, for national diversity, for generations. For example, because of the hard work of Leading Change Canada and a number of you who individually contributed, both organization and individually, there will be over 150 young emerging leaders participating at Globe this year, which is phenomenal. So please look out for them, engage them in dialogue, and participate in some of their activities. They'll be running an innovation jam in the expo with Student Energy. So I encourage you to go and check that out. The other real important thing we need to do is recognize our Globe team. Often the credits for the people behind the scenes come at the end of the movie, but we want to put them up front where we feel they belong. So the faces you see around Chris, Nancy, and I are really the people who made Globe possible. And so when you're out and about, please show them some love through the week, because trust me, they deserve it. They really deserve it. And finally, we would not be here without the generous support of our sponsors and our partners. And to thank them, we've prepared a short video that we'd like to share with you. Is it going? Look at. Oh, video's next. Okay. Maybe at the end. Okay, so I'll thank everyone now. We'll do the video at the end. I want to turn it back to my very good friend and business partner, Chris. But of course, don't hesitate to grab me in the hall and tell any of us here on stage what was working, what wasn't, and most importantly, what was the most fun. Enjoy, everyone. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to deliver results for our companies, our countries, and the planet. Through this week, we encourage you to take full advantages of the Globe Advantage, including a brilliantly and dynamic, technologically rich exposition next door. Spend time there. You'll be amazed. There are program moderators that shall reach out and engage all of you through the week, true ambassadors for sustainability. A plethora of conference sessions touching on a wide spectrum of business and environment opportunities, sessions that will be intensively interactive and powerfully impactful. Every session has a specific outcome into the future. We are unabashedly aspirational. We have broad sectoral participation, which reflects a fusion of large corporations, clean technology companies, financing firms, trade promotion agencies, and yes, our international and government partners. Above all, Globe enthusiastically embraces the notion that business is a force for good. And enlightened, empowered, and engaged companies are the engines that can deliver sustainability results, economic and environmental, particularly addressing the global threat of climate change. It's not a pitch. This is being realistic about the scale of the challenges at hand, leveraging the assets of the economy and the abundance of many hands working together. In this vein, I am pleased to share with you this morning the news that in April 2017, next year in Toronto, we will host the first ever Globe Capital, bringing ideas and innovation to the challenge of financing the sustainable economy of the 21st century. Our objective is to lower the barriers of infrastructure financing and open the floodgates of capital that will be required to transform our economy and our world. Until then, we hope you make the most of your time here in Vancouver. We know you will meet amazing people, and we hope you will look back at this moment and say, that was a turning point. Globe 16, that's where it all began. So let's get to work. I would like to first turn to another video, which I really hope is going to work. You can cue it up, John. And I would like to welcome redress from Mrs. Sergeline Royal, President of COP21 and the French Minister for Environment, Energy, Oceans, and International Climate Relations. Please watch.
Dear Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, hello everyone. It's a great honor to open the 2016 edition of Globe, which has been an indispensable gathering for all those interested in innovation for the last 25 years. We had a very good agreement in Paris in December, and thank you, Canada, for your constructive contribution to this success. We now need to put it in practice. And business leaders, you have a crucial role to play, along with governments, in driving the necessary change to reach the objectives set out by the Paris Conference. I wish to thank and congratulate Prime Minister Justin Trudeau for ushering in a new era of responsibility in Canada in the face of the climate challenge. The positive and constructive voice of Canada resonated again loudly at COP21 and largely contributed to its success. Canada today is a major player in the fight against climate change, along with its provinces, who have done much to steer ahead. We can see that Canada is back, as you said. On April 22nd, all countries will gather in New York for a ceremony of signature of the Paris Agreement. It will be an important moment to take stock of the concrete actions that have been decided to curb carbon emissions. So, let's all stay mobilized. Let me finish with a proverb by the native Canadian Cree tribe. When the last tree has fallen, the last river has been poisoned, the last fish has been captured, only then will you realize that money cannot be eaten. So, let's put the planet first. Thank you so much.